So hello, I am live for the hour and we're doing some readings for you all, as I do every Tuesday. It's not Tuesday today, it's Wednesday, isn't it? Do forgive me. It's been a long day. But anyway, yeah, I like to do this every week. Just a chance for those of you that have a few questions on your mind or just want to kick the tires, as it were, see what I do and see what tarot reading's about. This is what that's for. We just had the new moon in Taurus. Very grounding energy, good time to get yourself in your body. That's if I could snapshot new moon in Taurus. There's other stuff going on this week. They've got Jupiter in Pisces, about looking ahead. I want to say the next 9-10 months is how that feels. The next 9-10 months. Not that it extends that far, but in terms of your vision, your intention setting, that's what I mean. That's how I would work with Jupiter in Pisces. I'm not actually going to. I'm not actually going to because I don't really like thinking 9-10 months ahead. Right now, there's quite enough going on. But, oh, I should have done that, shouldn't I? There we go. Angie, I'd like a different question from you today, okay? Mediumship is not really my strong area. So let's have something else, all right? I'm never going to say that I'm a medium or do that kind of work. I can, but it's not my strong area. So welcome to having a different question from you tonight, right? So I'm live on Instagram as well, so I'm just going to be going back and forth. Yes, Anjanette, I'll get to you. I'm very happy with that question. So I'm just going to go back and forth as best as I can. And why don't we just get started then? So Suzanne, you interviewed for, and Chion will get to you next, right? Suzanne, sorry, here we go. There we go. Interview for a job today that is a step up. Wonderful. Can I look at this? I'm also for 2 other jobs presently, but one today is my first choice. All right. Lovely. 2 other jobs presently. Interview. Okay, so let's look at the one today and then Chion. Suzanne, I really like this. The one you did today, the one you looked at today. Just briefly here. And I haven't looked at the other 2, but just to give you a sense. Sometimes things have to end for something else to start. Not always the case, but I see that with this job. Like, you ever wonder why do things take so damn long? You know, why do things take so long? And it's because certain cycles have to end and then new ones start. And so I do see the new one started, which means this job is available to you. You look like a good and even fit there, which means you're not going to have to be, proving yourself, proving your worth. You think it's a step up. I don't think this is a step up. I think this is a good meeting for you. And also, I just want to show you, Suzanne. So I should show people cards a bit more often. This is there we go. I'm using my friend's camera. I love this camera. My God, this is the Knight of Pentacles, and it's a not sedentary. It's a stable. It's a stable card. So if this is a position you want, I see you there for a while. I don't know that I see much movement forwards for a while, but if you're saying it's a step up, I think if I was going for a job and it was a step up, I'd want to be there for a while. So that's where I'm going with this, and I really like it. And good for you, and for what it's worth, I wish you the best with the other 2 as well. All right, and Chion. Oops. He's signing on a new job opportunity by this Friday, you'd like to have a message about that new job, sign if there's anything you should take note of. Okay, another one about, oops, oh God, there we go. Another one about a new job. Well, I'm happy for you guys today. Let's do that. And Anjanette, I'll get you after this. So Cheon. Now, this is lovely as well, in a different sense. What's sort of different for you, Cheon, as to what I was saying to Suzanne, is you've been ready for this for a while. And I could see you finding this job a little easy, but I'm not saying that's to put you off. What I really like about this is I like the social element of this. I like the fun that I'm seeing here, and I think you're going to thrive in that. So you're asking for a message about this. I don't know that I've got one for you, really. In fact, sure. Well, no, I take that back. There is a message here for you, which is relax into it. It's been so long since I started a job. My God, like 6-7 years ago, in England for a while. And I remember getting to, arrive on my first day, and I was like, gotta this. And what I want to say to you, Cheon, is you're going to show up just fine, because you just do. You just are. And relax into it from there and have some enjoyment with this. I see you there for a few years. And yeah, there we go. Okay. And Jeanette, any changes in your life coming? So I think you're tuned into something here, Anjanette. And if you're being very open with the word changes there. So that's I'm just gonna have to read that word you're using and how you mean it. So the changes I'm seeing are in the next few weeks. Actually, after that, looking beyond that, I'm not seeing much changing. It's more I'm getting a lot about balance here. I'm getting a lot about balance and a lot about you not, I need to just use the word wasting, not wasting energy. So sometimes in life, Anjanette, we need to have experiences which show us which particular corner of the room we're sitting or standing in. And I'm seeing that for you in the next 2-3 weeks. So how can I explain this? In the course of time, it's a really good thing because it shows us what our priorities are, right? And we all need a reminder of that sometimes. Change. You see, I don't think it's a change happening to you. I think it's a change happening to other people, and then that's how they behave to you. I don't have the time to get into this right now, but I don't think it's a financial thing. I don't think it's a home thing. I think it's about people around you and all of a sudden different behaviors. But from about 3-4 weeks onwards, for a few months, I'm really not seeing changes. I think balance, Anjanette, is an ongoing work. It's an ongoing, what's the word for this? it's an ongoing mission, because are we really ever in balance? We're always looking to steer one way or steer another way. So anyway, you asked this a clear question. Any change that's coming? Yes, in the next 2-3 weeks, but it's coming from outside rather than inside. It's coming from outside your sphere rather than inside your sphere. Okay. Right. Mandy. Just getting an update on you know what. I do know what, yes. When will we meet and when will we date? It's funny, I was thinking about this for you the other day, Mandy. You're still on for next month in terms of what I'm getting here, and I'm seeing dating after that. So however you meet, I don't know. I still feel it's relating to either work or, you know, I know you were doing sessions the other day. It feels like that kind of area. And then the start, I'm seeing that in July. So that's what I've got since, and actually a bit relieved for me that it's not changed. Sometimes these things do change. Sometimes timelines do change. Anyway, let's go on. By the way, Chion, if you're still on there, can you tell me sometime how I can stop Instagram going to sleep every minute or so? It's really it's really distracting. All right. Just like that. Valerie. There we go. I am having a good week. Thank you. How is Saturday going to be for us? Okay. I like what I'm seeing here, Valerie. I think you've seen me read enough times to know that if I wasn't, I would say so. I think you read as well, don't you? So I'm just going to show you what I'm looking at, because I don't have the time to get into super detailed there. Okay, so we've got Ace of Cups, we've got Page of Swords, we've got King of Pentacles. It's reversed for me. So, how can I? You've asked how it's going to be. What did you ask? How is Saturday going to be? Other than everyone's feeling what you want them to be feeling, other than everything's going to be there. Look at that. Look at that. How about this? How about this? How about this? You're both totally in sync. Look at that. So the things you need are going to be there. The way you're going to want to be feeling, and you've got a way that you're going to want people to be feeling, they're going to be feeling. Just one little question I've got. And yeah, that's the only question I had in my head about this, Valerie. I see you taking a bit of work stuff in your mind into the weekend. Like it's almost like something happens on Thursday, Friday, and it's still in your mind on the weekend, and it's like I'm just seeing you questioning yourself, like, should you have done that? Should you have done that? And should that happen, if it happens, when it happens, just know that just don't question yourself. You don't need to take that into the weekend. It's old voice. It's old self-talk. So your Saturday, your weekend, because it's more than that. It looks lovely. Everything's there. Good feeling. Good presence. Good all of it. You don't need to take your week into the weekend. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Okay. And Julia. Okay. Well, changing your diet to less meat to help your health condition. It will. I'm seeing here that fish is good for you, Julia. So yes, less meat, but I don't think taking it out altogether. I do agree. I agree that you are tapped into something here that a change in diet is needed. So I want to say fish, but also you can be getting live food as well. You know, like sprouted grains. It's not in my head at the moment. Yes, sprouts, that kind of thing. I used to live with people like 11 or 12 years ago, and we would we'd actually grow little sprouts and we put them in salad. And the thing about that is, from the point of harvesting them, as it were, to putting them in your mouth, that's like minutes. Where if you think about, even if I got organic spinach or whatever from the grocery store, that's how many days? How many days has that been? Has that been off the? Has that been off the? Has that been not live for? I haven't trouble with my words today. But anyway, a bit more fish. Fish instead of the other meats, and some live food. Yeah. Okay. Denise, will your job contract be renewed? It expires August the 7th. I'm getting a yes on this, Denise. Yes, I do. I do think it's going to be renewed. Not much more to say, I guess, than that. Hello, Brandy. Sherry, I'm so focused on your kids' well-being. Yes, I agree with you. Thought you need to refocus on you. How are you doing? Good question. for the most part, and I really mean most part, you're doing really well. Yeah, when we focus on other things and other people, yes, sometimes we can let ourselves go to the side, but also this gets missed from the conversation. When we're focusing on other people, even work and all these things, we have to elevate ourselves to meet these demands upon us. And I often look at myself as an example, like, would I have stepped up for myself like I had to for that, for them, for this, and so on. And I'm seeing that for you. Like you've actually, for the most part, you've really come to life in a lot of ways, and you've planted seed and sown seed that you wouldn't have otherwise. So I want to say pretty damn well, for the most part. And it's just the other part I want to look at here. Okay. Right. The part of you that's depleted, that's the word I'm going to use, it feels, I don't know who actually listens to me when I say some of this stuff, but I'm just going to say it anyway. There's a part of you, Sherry, that feels taken from. It's a small part. It's a small part. I'm sure because I'm saying this, you're going to focus on it, but it's a small part. It feels taken from. And even though it's a small part, it feels more significant than it is, because we don't like to be taken from. We don't like to be taken from. It stirs something in us. And so what I would love for you to do is either some journaling about that, not for the sake of keeping it, but for the sake of releasing it, for the sake of untangling it. And if there's someone or some people you like to go to for energy work, okay, because there's loads of great people in the area, isn't there? Then please do that. That needs to be, in fact, I know someone, it's not me. I know someone who would be really good for you for this. She's absolutely wonderful. That's what I'd say. For the most part, like 80%, if I'm going to use numbers, you look great. I mean, great. It's just this little part that feels a bit taken from, and that is, even though it's a small part, it's worth dispersing, distangling, whatever you want to say. Okay. So, try to see. Do I see anything on your spiritual path? And there's always going to be something on your spiritual path, isn't there, Tracy? Let's just see what's there. Yeah, so as I'm looking here, Tracy, things keep coming up about pleasure and passion. Now, I'm using your words here. You're talking about spiritual path. Spiritual path is it's not a passive one. It's one that's laden and strewn with opportunity. Opportunity is a loaded word, and so things come to you, and if they come to you, they're there to have something done with them. The thing about pleasure is sometimes we don't take it. We don't take it because we think we don't deserve it. And nonsense, of course, we always deserve it, and even more than that, because we've called it forth, we've magnetized it to us. And so when an opportunity for passion, pleasure comes your way, because I see it coming your way, I'm looking at about three different affirmations of that, take it. Something that's often married to pleasure and passion, of course, is pain. That's a whole conversation right there. But you're asking what's coming up in your spiritual path. There's opportunity for experience. Passion is experience. Pain is experience. For those of us that don't shy away from pain, there is. Look at that lovely picture. It's a different card. I just want to show you it. Those of you who don't shy away from pain when it shows up, there is a door, a gateway always opens up. So if I can just say to you, Tracy, don't turn away from pleasure and passion. Don't turn away from pain either, because even after all of that, there's great opportunities, not for your own healing, but for healing for other people to come through you. Okay? Karen. Do I see a house with land that you should purchase in the next month coming available, or should you wait till something's available later in the year? Do I see a house with land that you should purchase in the next month coming available? Should you wait till something is available later in the year? Okay. I'm getting later in the year on this, Karen. Yeah, it's like I'm wondering if your experience right now is it's like things are looking possible, and then it sort of fades, and that's possible, and then it fades, and it kind of goes out your reach. So I kind of understand why you're asking the question. If it was me, I would wait until later in the year, like August. That's when I would just hold off until. From what I'm seeing here. Okay, you do what your flow is. Tracy. Should you take the advanced course to enhance your psychic gifts, or wait, or go a different path? Do you know, I'm liking the look of both of these. But what I mean, Tracy, is I looked at you taking the advanced course. I'm looking at something else, and there's a really good something else too. As a mentor of mine once said, sometimes it's vanilla and chocolate. Like sometimes both paths lead where you want to go to. I don't know what something else is, but I slightly prefer it. That's not to say that this class isn't good for you. It looks great, and let me just say this much: I do feel it's very aligned with your greater path. My only hesitation, Tracy, is it's like right now maybe you're just a little tired. Maybe just feels like a bit too much. But I like it. And choosing something else, that looks really good as well. So it's not meh and meh. It's really good and really good. Okay. Joan, looking for messages from your maternal grandmother. There's a couple of things here, Joan. I'm just trying to get clear about it. Okay. Oh gosh. So yes is the answer to this. So in no order of importance here, Joan. She's, and I think I'm confirming what I think you already know. She's the one that steers you, as it were, in what I'm seeing here, from to calmer waters. She's the one that's always there that does that. There's two main messages here. One is about not holding on to the gifts that come through you. They're supposed to be passed on. Maybe this right now isn't the best example, whatever, but I'm not attached. For me right now, for reading for anyone, Joan, I'm not attached to any of these messages, and if anything, as many as I can, because I don't want to hold or store the energy in me, in my body. And so there's an element of that, what she's saying is let it come through you. Give. Not giving from you, giving from what comes through. All right. It helps you grow, it helps you expand. It also helps you be less distracted by the noise and the quagmire out there, because there's a lot of that, because you're a sensitive person, she's saying. The other thing is, it's what I'm getting shown here is a bit of a, just a bit of push-pull, as it were, between you and your husband, and that's fine. She's asking you to see with clearer eyes, because your perception of it is not, you're not getting clarity from your perception. So take another view, take a different view of it. Question your perception of reality, okay? So quite a lot there. She's the one steering you. Let things pass freely through you for more than one reason, and shift your perspective on how things are with you and your husband there. Okay? Michelle, see if you have any job offers coming soon. Michelle, I would love to say yes, but that's not what I'm getting here. I'm seeing it's going to be a while. I'm sorry. As a human, I always like to give good and happy news, but that's not what I'm seeing here. Well, it's my job to give messages, not to cancel, but yeah. It's going to be a while. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I can't pass on something happier than that. So, do you see any big changes coming up for you this summer? And if so, in what way? Oh. Yeah. So, I'd like to look at this in more detail sometime. I think you're going to meet someone, and you've just let go of something big. I know I happen to know what that is, but I'm also seeing it here. The card for the process, the beingness of this reading is the Tower. So there is something big coming, and I'm just saying, okay. So something we can talk about, but not what I was expecting to see. So let's see. Angie, trying to heal from your last position at your job. Love where you are, you love where I'm at, but keep in touch with an old friend. She's asked to apply for the position they wouldn't consider me for. I feel betrayed. My question is, I'm just trying to read it. There we go. Did my previous manager have any intention on letting me advance? I feel betrayed by her. I'm just trying to understand the question. Did your previous manager have any intention on letting you advance? I'm sorry, Angie. I'm struggling to understand what the question is. It's just because a couple of words you've used, I'm unclear on. What's that? What have you said? So I'm going to agree and disagree with what you're getting here, Angie. That I do think I do agree that that previous manager was not going to let you advance there. I'm going to caution you against, or ask you to look at a deeper level into this betrayal thing, because I'm not getting that it's vindictive. I'm not getting that it's personal. I see that you're taking it personally, but it's not meant personally. I'm sorry for what it's bringing up for you, but it's not. You're bringing in elements that aren't there. All right. So, okay, I think I've said enough. I think you understand what I'm saying there. Jan, I'm just looking at your question here. 31. Okay. Okay. I'm saying this to you all. I'm about to show a question here, and Jan has used a word. Jan has used the word murder, and I think she's using the word murder like you'd use you'd use it to define a group or like a murder of crows, as it were. So this is a question. Is the murder of angels still near me? Is the crowd, is the group of angels still near? That's what I understand she means. 30 around your hospital bed recently. I'm glad you're feeling better. I feel like I still need their help. Okay. They're still around. There's not as many. There's a group of 6 around you now, Jan, because you don't need that many right now. What they're helping you with is they're kind of, yeah, they're all around you, but they're considered that they're around like this. Now we think of angels like this kind of size, don't we? But they're not. They're not physical proportions. They're where they need to be. So consider a geometric form around your heart, and like a hexagon, like a hexagon. I'm saying this because that's what I'm getting here, but also so it can be an active thing for you to work on. Because otherwise, what have we got? We've got, well, the angels were there. Are they still there? And of course, they're still there. But they are active metaphysical. It's an active metaphysical relationship, not a bunch of people deciding if they do or don't want to support you. Like, this is their job for right now, and it will go on for as long as it needs to, and then it will shift. Hence, there were 30. Now there are less, and your requirement is, this is your requirement for now. All right? I need to reshuffle. Laura, I'm just seeing your question here. So here's what I do, Laura. I do general readings for the first 10 minutes, and the remainder of the time I do specific questions. So you're welcome to put a specific question in. I only do that so I can get to as many people as possible. I know I'm getting a bit short on time here, but there we go. Same to you, Kim. Lisa, okay. Brother-in-law is recovering from COVID. It's taking a long time. Will he be healed? I'm not saying he's not going to be, Lisa. I wouldn't say that. I don't like how this is looking. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like how it's looking. I don't know what to do about it. But let me say this. Rather than will he be healed or won't he be healed? What's happening? Why is it taking so long? How about that? I'm just looking at the immense amount that he's clearing. I'm not dispassionate. I'm not dispassionate about earthly mortal life. I'm not. We build relationships. We have attachments. All of these things. You know, like us all to live as long as we can. And I see that he is clearing an immense amount. What is impossible to know and impossible to understand from the physical standpoint is how many previous lives are funneling into this one that we're dispersing we're dispersing fractured energy, we're dispersing congealed and messy energy from previous lifetimes through this one, through our illnesses, through relationships, through exertion and so on. So on a high level, like this is how it's supposed to be. But that's not the level that you're asking at. You're asking the level of a concerned member of family. So I'm not saying he's not going to be healed, but I do think it's going to be quite a while longer, if so. In fact, no, I do think he's going to, forgive me, I do think he's going to recover. I just think it's going to be a while. Yeah. Right. Erica. Your job's moving you from K2 to pre-K special ed. Is this a good move for you? Okay. All right. So sorry, that took me a while there, Erica. Yeah, I do think this is a good move for you. I don't see it all being like plain sailing. A little bit down the line, I see it being really good to begin with. I see a bit of conflict with. I'm just wondering if it's an inner thing or playing out with one of your colleagues here. But I do see a bit of tug of war, as it were. But that's why it took a while to look a bit more in depth. Like, well, what would it look like if you stay doing what you were doing? And I don't like that. I don't like it. You look to stay doing what you had been doing or are doing. It kind of looks flatline to me. It looks flatline, and yeah. Anyway, so this is what this is. But with a bit of tug of war, a bit of conflict thrown in the mix. You're going to move on from there too. So I could have just said yes, this is a good move for you, but I was just seeing other things in it. This is a good move for you. This is the right move for you. Okay, this is the right move for you, Erica. Okay, Laura, thank you. Will you and your boyfriend move within the next 6 months? Yeah, I'm seeing that. Yes, and I'm agreeing with the 6 months as well. I'm not going to try and I'm not going to. Sometimes with this sort of thing, Laura, I would look at when. I would look at, but I think you need to know that it's in the next 6 months. Yeah, I'm just getting another confirmation of that it is in the next 6 months. So you're not rushed, he's not rushed, and you can let it find you. You can let that, sorry, no, you can let the path find you and you find the path. So you're not trying to force this. I'm going to say again, you're not trying to force this. But yes, I do see that. Barbara. Should you go ahead and move to South Carolina next month or stay in Florida? Okay. I'm going to Florida in July. Tell me where you are. Interesting. Oh. It took me a while, Barbara, because I'm just not loving either of these options. I'm actually suggest you stay in Florida a bit longer. I see that you don't want to. I see that it feels oppressive is the word I'm going to use. But and it doesn't have to be super long that you stay for either. But I'm seeing you like breaking out of that. I don't think you're ready to go to South Carolina yet. I really don't. So just for the sake of your mind's sake, or no, for the sake of alignment, getting on board with this, if we just reframe it as, instead of you're staying in Florida longer, you're see it as I don't like the word postpone either. Repositioning your move to South Carolina. Okay, so you're still going there, just not as soon. Because I think the staying in Florida thing is weighing on you here. But I don't see that you're ready to go to South Carolina. All right. And oops. Okay. This is going to have to be the last one because I am being called elsewhere. Nelly, George seems to be giving you so much anxiety. Should you be worried about it? I'm getting a strong no on that, Nelly. So I'm seeing that the anxiety is coming from one is your own reactivity, and maybe I want to say oversensitivity as well, and also from, I think you're also taking it on from, the best way I can explain is I used to work at a place so long ago, and the job was fine, but I always knew as soon as I went and had a conversation with someone, and walked out the room, they would turn around and talk behind my back. And actually I was fine with it because I didn't particularly care for the place. But why I'm saying this is the job that you're doing seems fine to me. Your ability seems fine. It's other things that are causing the anxiety. And I'm just suggesting you make a bit of a draw a bit of make some separation between those two rather than making it all one thing. All right. So I'm going to say thank you all for being with me tonight. I'm going to freely own I'm feeling pretty tired today. So and I know that's very easy to tell on me. So I'm just being open with you. I'm pretty tired today. I'm feeling tired this afternoon. But yes, I must go and do the kids' bedtime now. So why don't we just take a breath together? I always like to just close by taking a breath, saying a prayer for you, for your families, for everything that's important to you. And thank you again for being with me for the hour, for trusting me with your questions. I wish you a wonderful rest of the week, a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you. It won't be Tuesday next week. Probably be like Thursday because I'm away. But I will see you again soon.